Dean in the building. What's up, Salah? My mighty Moorish brother, Salah. Oh, damn, my mic is kind of cool. This joint is like, yo, B. What's good, people? Come on, let's turn it up, baby. Ain't no, I got a quick question too. Could you go here? Quick question. Right there. Can you go there? Zelle, PayPal, and Chime. That's a quick question too. That ain't hard, is it? Quick question. Everybody got quick. Ask me. I got a quick question, brother. Yeah, sure. Come to the channel. Subscribe. Do something. Support the channel some kind of way, B. Everybody always got quick questions, but y'all never have quick questions. You already are more without no doubt, brother. Could you go here now? Zelle, PayPal, Chime. I do one-on-ones, no doubt. Automatically, people come out the gate. How do I become something that I am? I'm already that. And let's see if you go there and support. Not trying to be smart or funny, but I'm just saying. It's very simple. It's not hard at all. So what we need y'all to do is share it out to these black scholars that keeps misleading you. It's not severe. Send it to the Sinettas, the Dr. Kabas, the Tariq Nasheeds, and anyone else. Or let's get this thing popping. Shout out to my brother Amadeus Christ. We're going to have Heavy as the Crown in ATL. We've been trying to get this thing popping in ATL, y'all. So come on. I've been trying to make my way there, baby. Everybody always got a million questions for Sabir, but as soon as Sabir asks for say something, it's everything else under the sun. So I'm just going to let some more people to come on the feed, y'all. This is the Gift of Giving channel. Hey, I wish somebody would give. He said this is the Gift of Giving channel. Damn, this ain't the Gift of Giving channel. It's the gift of people take advantage of you channel. Nigga would love how to take advantage of you, though. The gift of giving. Who would say that? Gift of giving. That don't even sound right. Where's my brother Stan at? So let's get this thing started, y'all. Listen, I'm just sharing stuff out right now. I need y'all to share this out also. The only way these things are going to go viral is that you share these out to the so-called conscious people. This is the only way. I'm only one person. I'm not trying to be King Kong conscious. I'm not trying to be the most requested around the world as if these cats say these things. That's not Sabir. That's not what I do. So please. And why my thing is not coming on? So give me a second, y'all. I'm just sharing these things out, y'all. I need y'all to do the same thing. Please share it out. Okay? All right? Whatever which way y'all want to say it. Okay? All right? I am so open to talk to everybody and everyone, but you got to be the same, B. All right. I gave y'all a video yesterday talking about Morocco, how Morocco was the first nation to recognize the good old United States. Told y'all, I got a lot of stuff up my sleeve, B. It's a lot of stuff up my sleeve. So come on, y'all, let's share it out. Let's go. Send it to my brother Godfrey's and all these other people. Share it out. Let's go. 19 keys. Send it out to him too. You ready? Why I set my Instagram up? Don't forget, y'all. I won't be there, but because the way my bank account is set up, I got so much other stuff going on, but I won't be there. But on the 23rd of this month, the new Heavy is the Crown documentary will be being premiered there. We're looking at Philadelphia for the dates in Philly. But don't forget, I need y'all to spread the word to everybody that's in Atlanta. If you're in Alabama, tell everybody about it in Alabama. The Heavy is the Crown will be shown there on the 23rd of this month. Right there. I won't be making it. I was trying to get Taj to come there too, but it doesn't seem like we're going to do it. But Chris said it would be dope if we both can get there, but y'all support the lies. So please, people, maybe y'all need to reach out to Red Pill, Blue Pill, whatever pills, and tell them to put up some money. Tell them to give with Professor Griff. All them people. Okay, so let's get this thing started, y'all. Let's rock out. Let me get my TikTok popping. Hold up. Let's get TikTok popping. So I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the whatevers. So if you're in ATL, people, you know somebody in ATL, please spread the word that the showing of Heavy is the Crown 2 will be there. I myself won't be there, but I wish I could. But everything happens for a reason. So let's do this. And I'm going to be doing my classes on my StreamYard, probably not live, though. They won't be live. But I'm going to start doing them on my StreamYard because I'll be paying for Zoom and I'll be paying for StreamYard. So listen, people, do me a favor. Share the videos out and don't forget. Again, shout out to my brother Amadeus Christ. This is the From Out of Darkness to Heavy is the Crown to there's a series of this going on, people. There's a series that's popping with this. If you would like to say, yo, I want to just support if I cannot be there, please support it. We have David Banner, Atlantis Browder. It's a couple of Taj Tariq Bey, myself. There's quite a few of us in there. So just go online, look it up. I'm pretty sure. Go check out my brother Amadeus Christ. Y'all know from Hidden Colors. Go check it out. Volume 2. Heavy is the Crown. Let's see if I can pull the date up for some of you that can't see. ATL. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's go.
Yeah. To the ones who know, to the ones who overstand. This one for the I and I, the noble blood, the ancient clan. Rise up. Black, that's what the world call me. Y'all was taught to be black, but that ain't me. Just because I'm melanated, don't question my ethnicity. The black don't got no reason to be proud, cause you ain't got no history. That's what the world call me. Y'all was taught to be black, but that ain't me. Just because I'm melanated, don't question my ethnicity. The black don't got no reason to be proud, cause you ain't got no history. Tell them I'm Moorish from the sands of the east, for the chains and the ships and the belly of the beast. I come from king scholars and builders of peace, not the slave name they teach in the West Indies. see. They flip the script, erase the page. Now they call us black and keep us in a cage. But I burn Babylon with knowledge and rage. My Moorish flag wave high, it's a conscious stage. Black, that's what the world call me. Y'all was taught to be black, but that ain't me. Just because I'm melanated, don't question my ethnicity. The black no got no reason to be proud, cause you ain't got no history. Black, that's what the world call me. Y'all was taught to be black, but that ain't me. Just because I'm melanated, don't question my ethnicity. The black no got no reason to be proud, cause you ain't got no history. Fez on me, head crescent in the sky. Lawful bloodline, I testify. More by birth, not some made up lie. Got the scrolls and the signs they try to deny.
Come on, y'all, let's turn it up.
To Morocco's gate. We civilized nations built and educate. But now they got my people stuck in hate. Forgetting who we are, reclaiming your faith. We not color, we nation. Ancient vibration, divine creation. Moorish foundation, reparation. Start with identification.
Come on, y'all, share it out. Let's go. Let's get these likes up.
True liberation. Black, that's what the world call me. Y'all was taught to be black, but that ain't me. Just because I'm melanated, don't question my ethnicity. The black don't got no reason to be proud, cause you ain't got no history. That's what the world call me. Y'all was taught to be black, but that ain't me. Just because I'm melanated, don't question my ethnicity. The black don't got no reason to be proud, cause you ain't got no history. So stand tall, I and I, under just sun, we rise high. Not just a color, we truth, we legacy. We Moorish, eternally. Roll with it. DJ Derek.
I love that Moorish anthem, baby. Let me know if y'all want that. That's that Moorish anthem. What's up? So listen. Give me 1 second. It was good. Oh, this was made in Morocco. So ATL, y'all, is going down on the 23rd. I was trying to make it there, but I have my daughter with me, and we was trying to put it out there in the ethers that we can actually get, because you got to pay for your child too. I think it's over the age of 2. You got to pay for them to fly too. So I won't be there, but my brother Amadeus Christ will actually be there in ATL. And no, stop trying to contact me with the homie hookup. Nigga, you know it's funny. Everybody want to call you, say, yo, could you get me in? Could you get me in? No, nigga, pay. It's only about $25. Everybody want to try to call you and ask you, can you get me in somewhere? But you ask them for help, they start running. Really? Support as the way y'all support the misleaders. So this is the old one. That's Heavy as the Crown. This is Heavy as the Crown. And if y'all want these hard copies, you can keep them for souvenirs. This is Out of Darkness. If you look this up on IMDb, you will actually see it was in a Pan-African Film Festival. And so your brother Sabir Bey was the producer of Out of Darkness, which is the dope, crazy doc. So these are the Out of Darkness if you want them for souvenirs. Okay? But this is the Heavy as the Crown. Shout out again to my brother Amadeus Christ. We told you we got things going to be popping. So this is Heavy as the Crown, but it's going to be shown in ATL. It took us a long time to put this together, but I was going to get there. But the way my bank account is set up, you know, I ain't got it like that. I got to pay for my daughter too. So we can't, you know, it ain't happening. So everybody spread the word in ATL. So we're going to try to work on it, doing it in Philadelphia also. So I'm open up the lines, and I got to tell y'all a story. I always have a story to tell. Y'all know, do y'all know what red musk is? Anybody know what red musk is? Let me tell you a story. I mean, it took me a long time to actually wear this oil, red musk. I can't make this up. It took me a long time. I had got shot 5 times, right? I got shot 5 times, right? And it was so weird. And I've been shot so many times that I don't even know when I'm shot. Like, it's weird. It's not a beautiful thing. Okay. But it was so weird. This is pure red musk. I don't know if y'all know about this. I'm gonna show you what this looks like. Bear with me. This is pure red musk. So when I got shot, I came home and I spilt some red musk in my pocket, and I thought I got shot again and didn't know. I can't make this up. I'm gonna show you what red musk looks like. I'm not lying. This is the weirdest thing ever. Tell me if this does not look like blood. It took me a long time not to wear red musk because I was like, nigga, did I get shot again? Yeah, that's my little story I had to share with y'all. But it took me a long time to wear red musk. This is pure red musk. Pure red musk. So it's like, nigga, did I get shot again? I'm looking all over, making sure I ain't got no holes in me, nigga. Like, I'm looking like, did I get shot again? Oh, I sell that too if y'all want it. So yeah, I need some of that. Hey, I got it. It's based on weight, baby. That's all you gotta do. Hit the hitter up. Hit the hitter. Everybody always say they want something, but when I tell them or give them a price or something, everybody run. Y'all hear what happened with the Essence Festival? Y'all notice the Essence Festival wasn't black, but y'all paid all that money. So let's go. Are y'all ready to rock and roll with me? So where's all my people at? Let me know what country you're in, what state you're in. The lines are up. What state, what country? Shout out to all my people from Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad. Shout out to Jamaica, Morocco, Tunis, Senegal, Sudan, Ghana, Morocco, Tunis, Ethiopia. Shout out to all my people around the globe that listens to this show. Shout out to my brothers and sisters that's in the UK. Let's get this thing popping. Let me know what country you in. Okay? All right? So let's get this thing popping. The only immigrants in the United States are Europeans. Are you ready? Let's go. Philly in the building. I'm from the Deuce, baby. I see Philly in the building. We got Philly. I'm my daughter. I'm Philly for life, baby. Hold on, let's put this up here for y'all that don't understand. I'm Philly for life. Come on, y'all. Where we at? I got somebody on the hold. I don't know who that is. Are you waiting to yell? Douglas? Okay, got to get rid of Douglas because I don't think Douglas has nothing to say.
Yo, greetings. What's up?
Hey,
I was on here yesterday.
Hey, what's up, Doug?
What's up, Doug? Nah, I'm just tuning in. Ain't nothing.
So where's my people at? You got
I don't know.
You got an echo, bro. You got an echo, bro.
Okay, I'm a mute.
That's okay. We got ATL. We got Oklahoma. Come on, where we at? But I'm Philly for life. I should play that song by NW. You ever hear that song, I'm a Nigga for Life by NWA? I could play that, but nah. So let's get this thing started, y'all. So where we at on X? Where we at? I see y'all on Instagram. Y'all just scared to tell me where y'all tuning in from? You be on a low watching so you can go report this. Tell all invaders they gotta go.
Big up Mad Lion on this one.
Tell the invaders they gotta go.
Killer Pride, let's rock. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor?
Run it back.
Big up Mad Lion on
These
this
black
one.
conscious cats scared to call these cats immigrants.
Killer Pride, let's rock.
So-called white people.
How then Can they talk about some
Upstate New
order
York, Rochester,
when
what's
they
up?
are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before
Bermuda.
Columbus. 30,000 years of on this one. Killer pride, that's right. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before Columbus. 30,000 years ago, we were there in Mexico. Whistle mama, she got cock your rifle, let it blow. Go, 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 go. All invaders gotta go. This was for my people, Mexican people. The whole earth is yours. No human is illegal. Come across the border, every woman and man. The U.S. is the alien. Mexico, this is your land.
Say it again, Chris.
Powder, every woman and man. The U.S. is the alien. Mexico, this is your land.
One more back.
Every woman and man. The U.S. is the alien. Mexico, this is your land. Powder, can they talk about some border?
Come on, y'all, share it out. Tune it up.
They are the invaders. And how then can they reform immigration when
They don't want to have a conversation with me on this subject.
Yo, you see the same men living like cavemen coming out the cave, them trying to enslave men. How can we obey them? Better we betray them.
Raise up like
the Reverend
Nat Turner and slay them.
Mexican people, get your education. Tell your little children them this is your nation. You own California, you own Arizona, you own San Diego, and Texas the Lone Star. Hey, so how then?
Let's run that back one more time so they can get it.
On San Diego and Texas, the Lone Star.
Run that back, Chris.
So get your education. Tell your little children them this is their nation. You own California, you own Arizona, you own San Diego and Texas, the Lone Star. Hey, so how then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor?
Turn it up, yo, let's go.
Look. You see Mexico, then look at New Mexico. What is a New Mexico? If there is a Mexico, all of America, they used to call a Mexum. Immigration laws are a fraud and we reject them. We are the all-max, tall-tech, pyramid builder, astronomer, philosopher, and healer. Mexican people, rise up right now and realize this is your land now. Sing! How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor?
Get out. And you know the funny part, people swear that song is new. You know how long ago KRS-One did that song? Please look it up. It's called Invaders by KRS-One, Streetlight. Go look up how long. It might have been over 5 years. See, this is the thing. Y'all don't even get it. I'll be looking at these black conscious people laughing, dude. I swear to God. And they be like, yo, I see people send me screenshots of my name being put in there. And they be like, why y'all don't reach out to Sabir? Nigga, they don't want this type of conversation, Douglas. They don't. This is not even prepared. This is off the top. They don't want it. Because you know why? I'm going to have an answer for everything. Straight up. So I was in the market, right? So the only foreigners or immigrants is the United States. Go watch. It's a pattern to what I'm doing. People call it a podcast. You know, I was doing radio, but now everybody's saying, yo, man, I be getting emails like, yo, man, I love your podcast. Podcast? This is a podcast, my nigga? So the thing is, I did a video yesterday talking about United States. Yeah, I did not see the video yesterday. Go watch, and I didn't say America. I said United States. I did a video on how Morocco was the first nation to recognize your United States. Morocco, a Muslim country, recognized the United States. Go watch my YouTube channel.
You'll see it. We live in an upside down world, Sabir.
Maybe
Because
that's
you be
what it
telling
is.
the truth.
Maybe that's what it is. I think black people like that. That's the problem. They love it, brother. You know why? Because we could point fingers and Adam blamed Eve. She made me eat the motherfucker. No, you ate it, nigga, because you wanted the cookies. You know, a nigga be pointing fingers. Yeah, Eve made me do it. No, you did it. You did. You just blaming her. Adam, she made me bite that. No, she didn't. No.
It's all a metaphor for those who really have. Because see, even if you want to get, even when people want to talk about the at Genesis and stuff like that, it's like that's written in a Semitic. The original text was written in a Semitic language, right? And when you start to study those languages, you'll see that they have a totally different vibration to them, right?
It's totally.
It's crazy, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I be peeping like little debates and stuff on social media, and I just be having to keep some stuff to myself. But I feel you.
No, but it's real. And I'm being honest with you. Somebody sent me a video of 19 Keys in Chicago. I said, nigga, what? Like, what is he talking about? Like, what the hell? Like, I swear I was like, well, because they tagged me and they said, well, why he didn't reach out to you to ask you? Like, what's like, I've been through the shot ups, losing my son. I understand about the violence. Trust me, I can. I know about it. Lost my son, been shot multiple times, been around it, and did my own dirt. Yeah, but no. Because I'm gonna bring a different spin on everything that I do. Thank you, family. I got this. This was handmade in Morocco. Only have 2 left. The one I have on my head, and this one right here. And it smells just like oil. This was made in Morocco when I was there. I bought a bunch of these back, handmade. Kind of dope, ain't it? So if y'all want them, you can actually hit me up because I only got 2 left. I might do like 19 keys and charge y'all $125 for a headband. I think that's where it was at, right? It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
See the difference?
See the difference?
I can hear the echo. So the crazy part is you'll get a machine that and pay $125 for a headband, but you won't pay $125 for something that's handmade. Ain't that kind of crazy? Nigga, we are
that part.
You're right.
And anyone who rocks a handmade headpiece knows that's straight fire.
You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy, right? The craziest thing ever. Like, niggas will sit up here and argue, why is it so much money? Why? Because it's handmade. You understand most of the stuff that's handmade overseas, my J? Handmade. And this is the thing, man. Like I say, it's so much that is really going on. I don't even know where to start at, big. But I went to the market, brother, last week. I don't know if you was on here when I went to the market, and they said it was low in produce and stuff. I was out here in LA in Lazy Acres, right? And they said it was low in produce. And I said, damn, as soon as you walk in the market, it was saying they low in produce, right? So I said, oh, ain't nobody paying no attention to that. But let me show y'all something. Bear with me.
Peace to be.
Peace. What's up?
What's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm living, I believe.
Yeah, I always enjoy seeing your cast, man.
I thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. But this is a hard job with no pay. Straight up.
For sure. I can imagine. Man, when I get the funds, I'm definitely gonna get that definitions. It was so interesting to me.
You know, this thing is so much, brother. And people send me these people's videos, and I just have to laugh at a lot of these videos because if you put me in a room with any of these people that you see on social media, believe me, I'm going to have an answer for you. Believe me. It's just because I don't talk about it on here because they be cutting my videos down, but I have to say it in a different way. But let me show you what happened, right? Out here in California that we not paying attention, and Negroes always saying they stealing our jobs. I don't think none of these Negroes going to get in the field. Let's go.
Now the whole country is falling apart. Latest news from the White House. Massive evictions backfired. California farmers watched $2 billion worth of crops rot in the fields. 4,000 farm workers disappeared overnight. Grocery prices up 40% in 2 weeks, and it's only going to get worse. Construction sites in Texas look like ghost towns, half-finished hospitals, schools, bridges, just abandoned there. Contractors say we lost 80% of our workforce in one raid. Seniors in Florida are suffering the most. Nursing homes can't find people to work 30% to 50% staff shortages everywhere. One nursing home has closed forever. These undocumented workers aren't taking jobs. They're doing jobs that no one else wants to do. The streets of LA are now littered with trash restaurants close at 6 p.m. No dishwashers, no cooks, no cleaners. America wants them gone, but forgets who keeps us alive. Is this enforcement, or will the country destroy itself? The real question is, who will clean up the mess after we clean them up? just made America's biggest mistake. They drove the workers away. Now the whole country is falling apart. Latest news from the White House. Massive evictions backfired. California farmers watched $2 billion worth of crops rot in the fields. 4,000 farm workers disappeared overnight. Grocery prices up 40% in 2 weeks, and it's only going to get worse. Construction sites in Texas look like ghost towns, half-finished hospitals, schools, bridges, just abandoned there. Contractors say we lost 80% of our workforce in one raid. Seniors in Florida are suffering the most. Nursing homes can't find people to work 30% to 50% staff shortages everywhere. One nursing home has closed forever. These undocumented workers aren't taking jobs. They're doing jobs that no one else wants to do. The streets of LA are now littered with trash restaurants close at 6 p.m. No dishwashers, no cooks, no cleaners. America wants them gone, but forgets who keeps us alive. Is this enforcement, or will the country destroy itself? The real question is, who will clean up the mess after we clean them up?
I know. Foundational Black Americans are going to clean it up.
Yep, they better hire them.
They're the ones that was complaining, right? Go get all of those people. Listen, I'm gonna help them out.
Plenty of jobs out here. You better get them. Better get them.
Hold up. They should. I'm doing it right now. They should put an advertisement online, right, and say, "Yo, we want y'all to go to the field." You know how many times I've been in Lakers, Lancaster, and Bakersfield? Y'all know it's like 125 degrees out in that motherfucking nigga. Like, nigga, I got out the car straight up just to go in the back seat where my daughter was at. Nigga, I was burning up. I said, "Nigga, god damn!" Like, I swear to God, I'm like on some shit. Like, nigga,
Real tough.
I don't know how many of y'all ever went to Bakersfield before. Who lives in California? Bakersfield is baking.
Yeah.
I'm from Florida. I know how that heat get. I'm from Florida. I know how that heat get.
So this is the weird part. So where's all the foundational Black Americans at?
Nah, for real. Like, even I used to do some construction work, and man, it's like once we crossed that border over into Alabama, it just got like 10 degrees hotter. I was like, damn.
But hold up, but they made it comfortable for you to go to the market and pick up all your produce, right? All your keep on it. How many y'all been in the market and couldn't find something that you let me tell you what they said. You the mic, brother. You got something. Douglas. Let me tell you how crazy this was. When I was in the market, because we eat a certain lifestyle, right? And we in the market, they say all of our produce, all of our stuff come from the same source, right? But it goes to Rouse, it may go to Vons, it may go to Lazy Acres, it may go to Mother's, you know what I mean? It may go out to different people, but they get their stuff from the same place. So just think about this for 1 second. You ain't gonna have that there, right? But these people don't want to go to work. Let me ask you, where's the foundational Black Americans at?
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, that whole thing is. I mean, but really, the whole conversation, unfortunately, you know, to me, it's gone political. Because truth be told, just like you said, it's no one's illegal here, really, like you said, except for the Europeans. But nobody else on it. I don't see nobody else on social media saying that, except for I've seen you and maybe one of, you know, I would say a handful of people that have actually said that.
Hold on, is FBA their nationality?
It is not a nationality. These are the FBA down south, right? Making their own, growing their own. Nigga, no, you don't. You ain't taking none of that food in no market. Come on the feed for a minute. Let me tell you how crazy we are. Just bear with me. I bet you he won't even come on the feed and show me. Let me tell you something. The dude who started FBA, he live in a gated community. He drives a Rolls Royce. Y'all think I'm lying? He drives the white. He don't even probably know what a Rolls Royce is. Who is Rolls and who is Royce? Who is Rolls? Who is Royce? And you have a Maybach named after a Muslim. Y'all do know that, right? Look it up. Y'all think I'm lying? Look up the Maybach named after him. A Muslim.
Maybach music.
Oh yeah, I saw you bring that out one time. That was real dope.
Oh, but you don't want to have this. Abbas, the first more that flew. His name is Abbas. Ibn Salah. Look it up. I was over there. I was in Cordova, but yet you cheerlead a nigga that sit behind in a comfortable house in a white neighborhood that probably either El Salvadorians or Mexicans or somebody built this house. He didn't build that house. So how you gonna tell me what foundational Black Americans have down south? Nigga, please.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Sabir, right? I'm gonna tell you, right? Like, this is just my experience. I went to Jamaica when I was like still in high school, right? Actually, I was in middle school, right? Where my father's from. I went there for my grandfather's funeral, right? That was the first time. I said I left the country when I was in middle school for the first time outside of the country. I went back to Jamaica for my grandfather's funeral, right? That was the first time that I left the country. And what I noticed and what changed my perspective a lot was the fact that the whole closed-minded mentality of this is my block, this is my street. What I realized when you go to a different place, I'm not going to say Jamaica's the only place or anything. I'm not saying anything like that. But when you see that, when people pass by each other, they greet each other. When you see that, oh, this person is known from going back to their father or their mother. You see what I'm saying? And you realize that naturally people do work together. It really does take, it takes your mind to be twisted to not work together. Like, for real.
Right. It's real. It was like that in Spain. I don't care if you're a child. Children say hola to you. Hola. Everybody, old people. If you work in a hotel, you don't even know who the boss is. Let me tell you how egotistical we are in the States. You got to say my boss did it. My supervisor did it. I've been in Spain for a long time.
Yo, that's so true. That's so true. That's so true.
It's a word they use. They use the word colleague. This is what they say. I be like, nigga, who's the boss? Like, cause your mind is like Europeanized, right? You don't know who's the boss. I've been over there many times in Morocco, Tunis, you name it, and I still don't know who the boss is. Like, not once. I would go back and do the same. And I'm like, nigga, I still don't. And I told the lady that one time, and when I was in Madrid, I said, I've been here how many times? And she said, a lot. They know exactly what room to give me when I come back there, the whole nine. I said, I still don't know who the boss is. Ain't that funny? And they laugh. But if you're conscious, you can pick it up. But the ego, and this is what Black people don't want to accept in the United States, the ego aspect of this. They don't want to expect the ego. So I'm telling foundational Black Americans, bring it to the cipher if you got it, because that's not even a nationality or a race. This is the crazy part. I still don't know who's the boss in these countries. I'll be trying to figure it out like, damn. So they don't even know what the difference between, and I said, do not call me when I go somewhere, do not call me a American, because I'm gonna explain to you what American is, because this is what I do when I travel. I'll be like, I'm an American, I'm not a United Statesian. There's a two total different things. I'm not in the United States. I'm an American. America is a that's Bahamas, all these places, Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad, that's all America. That's America, right? Canada is America. That's how this is set up, right? But we're not being taught this. We're being taught this separatism. So did y'all look up Abbas Ibn Firnas?
Yo, Sabir, I want to say on what you just said about the Americas. You know what? I wanted to say this, right? So first time I noticed that, I was in school one time and I was in a geography class, right? And the teacher showed a map and she said Americas. She showed the whole thing and she was saying, yeah, Mexico is America, Colombia is America. She said that in front of the whole class. Right. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, that makes sense or whatever. And then because you hear that term Western Hemisphere, so it all makes sense. And then I remember like either later that day or the next day, I think it was like a few people having a conversation, and somebody that was like, I think they were talking about a Mexican, and they were trying to like, people were talking about America, and then they tried to say like American culture on one side, but then they was trying to say the Mexican is different. So that showed me right there that that's a divided mentality, because it's like realistically, all of the cultures contributed, all of the cultures. Even if you just want to go to like music, all that stuff is it's cross, you know, it crosses borders. But then when people get into relationships and more personal stuff, they want to say like, oh, that person is different, and it don't even make sense. So it's an indoctrination. That you know what I'm saying?
It's not an education, it's indoctrination. And people don't know the difference between indoctrination and education, because the key to education, edu means to draw out what's in you. Edu, draw out what's in you. Edu means to put in and then take out. Put in and take out. Edu, look it up. Edu means to draw out what's already in you. Education is, that's what it means. Indoctrination means to put in and then take out. What do I mean by that? This is why Carter G. Woodson said it's the education and the miseducation of the Negro. That's what he was talking about. If you read his books, you would understand him. He's the one that started Negro Week, not Black History Month. This is why we don't know about Abbas Ibn Finas in their book. This is their book. This will tell you the first Moor to fly. Why is it in their book? It was saying the first Moor, Abbas Ibn Finas in El Andalusia, which is Spain, in 875. But you taught the Wright brothers in school, right? I put his name up there. You was taught about the Wright brothers, but you wasn't taught about him. And they have a Maybach named after him. They have a crater in space named after him. Oh, they got all these things there. So let me show you.
What it looks.
Give me one second. I'm gonna pull it up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This is Abbas. Give me 1 second. This is where Abbas jumped off the bridge at. And if you look in the brown, his name is in there. That's in Cordoba, Spain. So I'll zoom in on his name so you can see his name is right there. His name is right there. Ibn Firnas in Cordoba. Right? So you probably wouldn't even find it if you was there, because it took me a long time to just find this itself. So here's his monument right here. So when you study him, that's him, and that's the area he jumped off the bridge at to try to fly. He was the first Moor to learn how to fly. And when you study the history, it will tell you the learned Moor. So they got to tell you all these stories of we foundational Black Americans. Oh, y'all don't want this. This is real history. Go watch my video I did yesterday about Morocco being the first nation. I was over
the cover up. The cover up is real, y'all. The cover up is real.
Oh, it's
you said
so
what?
real.
Oh, it's so real.
The cover up is real.
It's real. You got these rich European families. Once they realize that, oh, hold on, some of this stuff can be, held accountable. They said, nah, we can't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Can't wake them up, bro. Let me play this video for y'all. Shout out to this brother who did this video. So I want y'all to pay attention for you foundational Black Americans. I want y'all to listen up. Now, I've been in a lot of countries, and he's telling the truth on so many levels of this. Listen to what he said. Oh, he's telling the truth.
Problem. There lies the fucking problem, that a lot of y'all fail to understand the difference in between Black as an ethnic group and Black as a race. Black Americans, we're one of the few people that use Black to refer to our ethnic group, not necessarily our race. And I'll explain, because that sounded kind of vague. Let me explain a little bit better. So unless you've taken your ass overseas at a certain point, been to Tunisia, Libya, 2 or 3 weekends in Fiji, Bora, it's only then that you'll understand that it is very rare for your ass to encounter an ethnic group in this world where the name of their ethnic group, as well as the name of their culture, is based on their skin tone. You don't see color-coded ethnic groups like that. That is a white man concept. That is a white concept. Nobody else does that. The Itoke of Fiji do not do that. Nope. The Yoruba of Nigeria do not do that. The Nuba of Sudan do not do that. The Sikhs do not do that. The what are my boys' names? I forgot my fucking, what are their names? The dudes with the blue rose from Tunisia. They don't do that. Nobody else does that until that only comes from the outsider colonizer perspective. Where we got fucked as Black people, I'll say Black Americans in this country, is we only say Black culture, Black American, Black this, Black that, because we don't know what else to fucking say. This also causes a little bit of confusion when we encounter other people from the Afro diaspora, case in point, Jamaicans, Afro-Panamanians, Afro-Cubano, Cubans, because a lot of the times the name for their culture is Cuban culture, Panamanian culture, Jamaican culture, Haitian culture. And race-wise, Yeah, they're black, and the white man's concept of race, yeah, they're black, but culture-wise, ethnic group-wise, they refer to themselves as Jamaicans, Haitians, etc., etc. We don't do that. We don't have a designation. You know, we just have the racial designation. And even when you talk about culture, and I'm gonna say this because I feel like people think I'm just trying to divide people. African American culture, black culture is American culture.
Yes, it is.
It is American culture. It is American culture. But also within that, it is a subset of American culture. And there are certain conversations, certain aspects of it that you might not understand unless you come from that culture. I'll keep 100 with you. There's certain shit as a black man that you won't know about other subsets of African American culture unless you come from the culture. If your ass ain't from South Carolina, you ain't gonna know about the Geechee or Gullah language.
Nope.
Matter of fact, I'll say that. So let me take that back. There's about 3 subsets of ethnic groups of African Americans where the culture is still the name. Like, for example, the Creoles, the Gullah Geechees, the
Africans get
what the
to
fuck
America.
do you call? I forgot the names.
Not the United States. Africa to America.
There's a third one I forgot. But so there lies the fucking problem. There lies the fucking problem that.
See, this is the thing about the foundational dead American people. They always try to make excuses to call people tethered. You can tell that's an automatic Negro that listened to that misleading dude, Tariq Nasheed. This is the problem. Because he probably never traveled nowhere. I asked him to come on the feed. Where's you at, bro? And this is what he's talking about. You don't hear nobody talk like that when you go to other countries. I've been to a lot of places and they don't call people based on that. This is a fact. It's only when so-called indoctrinated black, whatever you call yourself, Americans, go to other countries and then they start calling people these things. So let me educate you for a second. My tether, since y'all like the tether word. What's up, Jarrell? Since they like the tether word.
Peace.
Pick up a book. It's called The Moors or Maury. This is an old book from 1923. This is a volumes of this book. The Moors or Mauries, a dark race, not dark religion. Dark race, not dark religion. Living in the northern part of Africa. Africa of race, right? Prehistoric and modern. Their name is derived from the ancient Mauritania or Maori. The Arabs who conquered Spain were Moors. But we didn't conquer Spain. We were already there. So I'm going to see if I can walk you through a little bit of history. So maybe you foundational dead Americans can come on the feed with some facts and then we can rock out. Okay? If you got something to say, stop hiding behind social media and come with your receipts, or you should go get Tariq Nasheed and then we can talk. Because if it was based around that, right? Think about it. If it was based around the complexion, right? Why would they classify Chinese people as black? Somebody talk to me for a minute. Did y'all know that Chinese were black because they were not white? Ooh, you ain't ready for this type of convo. Y'all don't see why we mixed up over here and how cats don't do no research? Okay, I'm going to get rid of you, family, since you don't want to be on the feed. You're doing a lot of text. See you later. I see you later, Holmes. I told you, if you keep typing, if you don't want it, you got something to say it with your chest. So this is the key. So it's not about the complexion, like the brother said. We the only people that play this game. And this is why we in this vicious cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, because we have people who are misleading you. So when you really read, not watch somebody's YouTube channel and cheerlead these motherfuckers, yeah, he's dropping bombs, brother, they tethers, brother. You know, you can tell these cats came from the same camp. Y'all do know that, right? They all use the tether talk conversation. Have y'all noticed that? The tether talk. So Chinese, how many people knew that? I blocked him. Don't worry about it. He can't answer no more because I'm tired of people typing instead of coming on the feed. And I'm not going to yell with you. This is out of a book called Race Law Stories. This is why we twist it, because Negroes do not want to read nothing. We don't want to read. I got this book too if y'all want to get it. If you really want to get it. So we are the problem, like the brother said, with this black thing. I can walk you through history on top of history showing that we were not black people. But these cats, y'all support these things because it makes y'all feel good. And that's what Malcolm used to always talk about, the feel good session. I'm gonna feel good, like to get that high, that lick, nigga. You take that. It feels so good. So Bear with me. I'm going to show you some more. Yes, brothers, yellow by law. That's the case. It's called yellow by law. I can have a lecture on that alone. So let's go here for a second. The most ancient names for so-called black people are Nisu or Nubian, Ethiopian, and more from ancient Egypt, or Negro or Negretta. This is the great J.A. Rogers. Black and colored, like white, are on the other hand European words. Ethiopian and more of a property used to describe the so-called blacks until the 1500s. This is factual, right? So why do you think you don't see these cats want to sit in the room with me? They would rather sit back and defend these people. But instead of saying, yo, go at Sabir, I dare any of these so-called black conscious people to try me. The heads of it, not you, the heads of it. Not with emotions, with facts. This is why we follow everything, brother. I'm looking at videos, and I looked at this video with Donald Trump. Now, let me give you my take on this. I saw a video about Donald Trump, right? And I said, is this really real? Did y'all see the video of him talking about he wouldn't deport his wife? Did y'all hear that part? You didn't see that? I don't know if it's real or not, but I'm just going to play it for y'all. It was just funny to me. Listen.
I'm not going to deport my wife. She is my family.
I'm not going to deport my wife. She is my family. That was Donald Trump's furious response in the middle of a scandal that is already exploding on social media. It all started as just another criticism, but quickly turned into a viral demand that Trump apply his own immigration policies, starting with Melania. The reason? Melania wasn't born in the U.S. She came from Slovenia in 1996 and brought her parents through the family reunification program, the very same program Trump has tried to eliminate. And the controversy doesn't stop there. Many are now asking whether his son Barron should be considered an anchor baby, the same offensive term Trump used against thousands of immigrant families. Congresswoman Maxine Gores has already called for an investigation into the immigration status of the former president's in-laws. Did they have papers? Were they legal? Or are they simply invisible to the law because they are white and wealthy? This time, the scandal is personal. Millions of immigrants are persecuted by laws that never seem to apply to the elite, and the question becomes inevitable. Is the law for everyone or only for those without power? Share this before they delete it, because this hypocrisy can no longer be hidden.
And black folks don't want to talk about that. You don't hear about, we don't talk about everybody else, but yet they ain't doing nothing over here in this land.
Nah, really, the sick thing is that when you speak to family or friends about whatever, and you telling them about the need for us to understand civics, they look at it like that's the job of a politician, or
Ain't that
that's
crazy?
only the job of a lawyer. Like,
really? Ain't that crazy, right? But they say ignorance of the law is no excuse. Don't they say that?
But this is my thing. When I was having this conversation with a homegirl the other day, I told her, I said, why is the last thing that they teach you in high school is civics? You got to take civics and government in 12th grade here in Georgia. The last thing they teach you in school, as far as social studies, is civics.
Damn. Well, civics, huh? But they, it's to me, I honestly, bro, like this is why, and people think I be attacking these conscious cats. No, I just know them. Y'all don't know them the way I know them. Y'all don't. So don't get mad because I call them all out. I see when people put my name in certain posts, they would know Sabir is too, maybe they say too controversial or something like that. And no, I'm not. I'm just the dude that's not going to tolerate the bull. I'm not. I'm going to clear up everything. So bear with me like this. Watch this. Listen up.
Made America's biggest mistake. They drove the workers away. Now the whole country is falling apart. Latest news from the White House. Massive.
It was one on Trump's scam. I can't even find it. I think I didn't post that one up. Jarrell, did I send that one to you, bro? About his wife. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, let me double check because I know you sent me the one you just showed. I don't know if you sent me another one about it.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I forgot to post this one up here, so I got to get off my TikTok for a minute. Give me 1 second to find it. It's a video of them talking about. I think I got it right here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta queue it up, y'all. So bear with me, all right?
Okay. Is it the one with the anchor baby and all his family members and stuff?
Oh, it's not that one.
Oh, okay.
I'm great. Give me a minute. I'm going to play it. Let's go back. This is why I say, boy, I'll be multitasking the hell out of things, don't I, boy? Oh, my God. Here it is. I think this is it right here. Give me 1 second. This one right here. This stuff make you just want to throw in the towel dealing with our people.
The Supreme Court wants an answer from Trump about the deportation of his wife. Following a viral petition demanding consistency in Trump's immigration stance, the U.S. Supreme Court has formally requested clarification regarding Melania Trump's immigration background and whether Trump's own policies would apply to her and her family. Melania arrived from Slovenia in the 1990s, worked as a model, became a U.S. citizen in 2006, and later sponsored her parents through what Trump has repeatedly condemned as chain migration.
Yep.
Now, with Trump pushing to end birthright citizenship, limit naturalization rights, and strip protections from immigrants, the court has one critical question. Would these policies disqualify your own wife and in-laws? Justice Sonia Sotomayor has reportedly voiced concerns about selective enforcement, where the powerful are shielded while working immigrants face deportation and family separation. This is no longer just a viral debate. It's a matter of constitutional fairness. If Trump wants to rewrite immigration laws, the court and the public demand to know, will he apply them equally, even to his own household? The Supreme Court wants an answer from Trump about the deportation.
It's a whole lot. They talk about his other wife, his first wife. She's an immigrant. And their children. But Negroes don't want to have that conversation because they think their channel will get taken down. I don't know. I won't talk about that, bro. My channel I may not get monetized. Welcome to the club, people, because I don't get monetized either. I don't get monetized because I talk about things that go against community guidelines. That's why I ask people to go support right there at the Zelle, at the PayPal, Apple Pay, and Chime.
So with the discussion over these undocumented people and naturalization or citizenship, wouldn't this unqualify everybody that's when you think about the conversation between Frederick Douglass or the debate between Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln was like, y'all can we won't disturb y'all if y'all want to continue to stay on this land, but should y'all have the same rights as citizens? Like, would I allow you to marry my daughter? Probably not. Or would I marry a black woman? Probably not. But doesn't this negate the fact that take away the documents of American of what you would consider black people because their heritage according to some history they're not from here.
But this is the thing. People don't know the difference, brother, between United States and America. There is a total difference. There's a difference between, I told people to get this book. I did this book a couple of months ago.
I learned that on today that United States of America is different. The United States is the federal government of.
Yes. I never, bro, if you see me overseas, I never put United States on nothing. It's always America. And people, it's not my job. I don't get $100,000 for this. But if somebody put $50,000 up and have me come speak somewhere, then we can bring the best people in and we can dissect that whole geography part. When did it become the United States? How did the United States come about? And when I did these little books, I'm putting books together like this so y'all can read them. Very simple books. But then this is when you call me in now, and then you ask me the questions, and then I can explain them and make it very plain, like Malcolm said. But let me show you something. Let me show you what the United States was. You ready? This is the United States, bro. This is the United States. Just in case y'all don't know, let me help y'all out. That's the United States right there. That's the United States. They were colonies. See, people don't know that. That's the 13 colonies. Oh, y'all can look it up. And guess where this? You can find this at, since y'all like to go online. This is at the Britannica Kids. Britannica Kids. Can't make this up, bro. Let me move this out the way so you can see it. Can't make this up, bro. And you want to argue with me? No, you don't want to do that. This is the Britannica Kids.
So what you think about the argument? Are you familiar with Harold Cruz?
Nah.
So in his book, I think it's Plural but Equal. He says that his argument in the book is that the problems that Black Americans face or Black people face in the United States of America is not based on it's a constitutional issue because the Constitution only protects individuals, and we don't operate as we operate as individuals, but we're grouped together as a group, or we're put together as a group, and because we're put together as a group, they just um basically just broad brush everybody that covers themselves that identifies as blacks.
This is the thing about this, brother. How many people ever read the Constitution and know the Constitution? How many people?
Most people haven't. I can tell you right now, most people haven't.
How many people, you know, and this is the thing, when you bring this up to our people, they will tell you, what they ain't got to do with us. It doesn't apply to us. That's what they say, right? This is the typical conversation that we will have with Black people, right? They say they ain't got to do with us. That's the reality, right? But yet, when it beneficial, you scream Constitution, right? Like this. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So while Zabir's grabbing that, just like you were saying, brother, with the plural thing. So what they're doing is under the 14th Amendment, it covers protected classes. So it
Exactly.
groups people like LGBTQ, Asians, the different races and things like that. So that's where the grouping comes in, because under the Constitution, anything between two private individuals is just that. They can't control that. So if it's a group thing, now it's a classification. Now they can handle that under the 14th Amendment.
And that's why I said, brother, I'm tired. I put so many things together, but people, I tell them, reach out to me. I got books on it. I put these things together. This is it right here. This is one of the books I did on 14th Amendment. I'm telling you, they're very easy to read. Bear with me. They're very easy to read when I put these together. That's one of my books. You can get that too. And it's so simple that you be like, God damn, it makes sense. And then what you do, you build upon this and what they're talking about, because they're speaking about two different things as an entity. This is my book on the 14th Amendment, right? But nobody picks up the state constitution or the federal constitution. So what happens, Trump is the president of the federal government, and most states get federally funded money. This is how this is working. This is why they can say, oh, I don't like this person. Oh, well, if you don't do what we say do, which is under civil rights, we're going to pull your federally funded money. How many times y'all heard that said before? Right? What does it mean? It means that you have to go in line what they're talking about. State citizen or state has their own constitution and their own sovereignty. And that's what people don't understand, how this works. Their own sovereignty. It is very hard for me. And this is why I said, man, sometimes it's like you have to take my classes. I'm going to start doing classes so y'all can understand how this game is. It's easy for somebody to jump on a feed, right, and just say whatever they want to say without proving it to you, and you believe them. People believe them, and you study saying, well, what? Let me figure this thing out. How many constitutional law books I got? A bunch of them. I can break all this down. I did classes on all these subjects. But again, it's Black people that y'all see that don't want this out to them to make them look stupid. That's what's happening.
So yep, and the classes be on point. So we go in depth into the Constitution and deciphering, the meaning and the application and all that. So I mean, so Sabir, he breaks it down for you.
And let me explain this to you. They say they're getting criminals, right, off the street. They deporting criminals, right? That's their thing, right? They say criminals, right?
Yep.
Who was the criminals in history?
Ooh, the Transportation Act.
No. I'm talking about the people, regular people.
Oh, just the people, regular people.
Who was labeled as like killers? Let me see. I'm trying to say it without saying it to y'all. It's a group of people. They're not from here. They're not from here.
The Italians?
Damn, Marcus got it. The Italians, right? Have you ever seen them go to an Italian neighborhood, nigga? I'm from Philadelphia. 9th Street and Washington Avenue, right? If they wanted to go get some, the Italians, right? The killers, right? They violent, right? Have you ever seen them go to an Italian and lock an Italian up and deport them? Watch this. You can go down here. Look, this dude down. He's down. This is where I grew up at. You know when Rocky ran down the street at? This is in my hometown, Philadelphia, right down the street, right? Let me show you how easy it is to go down there. He was just down here, right? Let me show you how easy it is to go down here. If they're locking up documented people, just think about them. I want y'all to use logic and because these people that they're kidnapping are documented people. I don't know if you noticed or not, but yeah, they're documented, right? They're locking them up who has papers or people who actually go try to get papers. You follow me? They're locking them up. Why haven't you seized? If they're looking for people, why haven't they went here to get them? And this is open. Watch this. Pay attention.
Once again, this is Vibe on Vibe TV at the Philadelphia Italian Market. It's so beautiful here. Listen, I understand going to markets and all those things.
I'll tell you why.
Come here. This is a rich environment. I remember growing up in Jersey, and my mother and father used to bring me here. It was such a, it was history. This is still history. Look at all the fresh foods you get. No GMOs. The prices is right. I know the market. No disrespect to the Chinese store. I'm not spending $2.35 a wing. It's not happening. Get in an Uber cab, a Lyft, or whatever. Come here. Spend your money here at the Philadelphia Italian Market. This is history here.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? This helped and fed a lot of families. Peace. Life on Life TV.
So this is 9th Street in my hometown. So y'all remember the movie Rocky when he was running down that street? That's the street he was running down. Y'all know when he that early morning run when he was running, that's what he was running at. So the Italians, them niggas own the police, my nigga. That's why. Y'all don't get it yet. Y'all don't even understand how history is in Philadelphia. They own the motherfreakers, man. Just think about it. Who do black people have in their pocket? Think about it. You see what's going on right now that these Latino people are fighting these people coming into these Home Depot lots. Why niggas over talking about we ain't gonna lock us up. Nigga, they lock you up. Why y'all not protesting? Why y'all not? You only protest when a so-called a white cop shoots a brother, but not when we shoot each other. This is the crazy part about us. We don't protest. How many of these? So did Tariq Nasheed call that shooting in Philadelphia foundational black Americans shooting foundational black Americans? Y'all remember that shooting that happened in Philadelphia? Do you hear them ever coming out when we shoot each other? This is why I said they hypocrite. But y'all don't want this. Y'all don't want this type of comment. Rocky is a coach. I ain't gonna have it. See how far we've gone. We're going with this nonsense, bro. But I said you never see Tariq talk about the violence that we're doing amongst one another. And this is why nothing's happening, because we have people that look like us is on these channels chasing the bag. And the real people who put the real work in don't get it, because we're not in here for the fame. This is why it's not me, thinking I'm this and thinking I'm no. I'm saying no, go get all of them. I'll sit in the room with whoever, close your eyes and pick whoever you want on social media. And believe me, I'm going to have an answer for you. I'm going to clear it up. So the best thing to do is don't bring Sabir Bey's name up at all, because this is about humanity, B. And this is what the Moors was about, humanity. And I want to show you something else. Listen to this. Negroes ain't got no heart, bro. And that's why we being laughed at and everybody can take advantage of you. Bear with me. I was looking at this girl and I felt this little girl. She was in Target, looked like. Listen to her. Talking to a police officer. I want y'all to understand jurisdiction. This is why we talk about having civics class.
Why are cops not helping us? We can't interfere with federal officers.
No, yeah, I understand that. Like, I understand that you cannot interfere. But, like, when we call you guys, we call you guys for you to help.
No, I know, sweetie. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. And
because I told you guys to not interfere with us, because we're like in the federal agents. Like, they could also like take you guys because they're like tougher than you guys. I know that. Yeah, I just wanted to ask why when we call the cops were just standing there not doing nothing.
Mommy, let the officer answer your question, okay?
So unfortunately, federal law trumps our city law. in certain situations. And in this case, we can't interfere with a federal officer because ourselves we might get in trouble. So we have to respect what they're doing, and we can't interfere with them. But with that being said, we're not aiding, we're not helping, we're not assisting them in any way. Okay, because obviously we're city officials. This is a sanctuary city, and we treat it as so. That's why I always tell people, it doesn't matter where you come from, what your status in this country is. To us, we don't care. You need our help, we're gonna help you out. So when it comes to federal law, it's very different than us. So it's I know it's sad and it's unfortunate. It puts us in the middle because obviously I come from a Hispanic background, so I get where you're coming from. And I have my mom, and I wouldn't want my mom to do that. So I get it. I understand. You know,
and this is the crazy part. This is why I said Negroes. No, you can expect this from black people or foundational black Americans because they have no culture, no history, and niggas that act like they have one. This is the thing. They have no principles. If you ask them what's their principles they stand on, they're going to tell you chicken wings, fatbacks, nigga rapping. Nah, I'm just joking. But anyway, people will say that. But what is the culture? So I'm looking at this girl because if you don't understand civics, right? The local police department, it's a jurisdictional thing. Number one, that's why he was explaining the federal government and the city. But majority of the you over here laughing, bro. I'm being real with you, man. What? But this is the thing. The municipalities, all local governments, comes out of DC. It's a district, people. It's a district. The federal government, state government, local government. This is what we should be learning. How one has no. So this is the key about nationhood. Jarrell, if you have a law dictionary, look up nation. A nation, you can be on the same land and not subject to them. But black people are. How hard is that? There is no black nation. And none of your black scholars want to have a real conversation. Municipalities come out of DC. It's a jurisdictional thing. How hard is that?
Yep, got it right here.
Look it up. Now read it, y'all. This is a law dictionary. Read it. This is what they should be teaching, brother, at the Foundational Black Americans.
Nation, a people or aggregation of men existing in the form of an organized jural society, usually inhabiting a distinct portion of the earth, speaking the same language, using the same customs,
Same
possessing
continuity.
possessing historic continuity, and distinguished from other like groups by their racial origin and characteristics, and generally, but not necessarily, living under the same government and sovereignty.
How do I know this, man, off the top of my head? This is why they don't want me in the room, because I'm gonna know how this is being broken down. That's in the law dictionary. So you being here don't mean that you subject. If you read the Constitution, it says all persons born or naturalized is subject to the jurisdiction thereof. You are property, black people. So the only thing they can do for you is to lock your ass up. It's that simple. This is why they said voluntary or involuntary servitude unless duly convicted of a crime, which means you can indict a ham sandwich. They can make something a crime. But the conscious people don't even comprehend the difference between, because it's only two things. It is called civil and criminal, civil and criminal, civil and criminal. One, if it's criminal, where is the body of the crime? Two, civil is discrimination. Right? Basic conversations. And that's less than 2 hours.
So yep, because right here in ancient and modern Britons, it breaks it down. It says the Tartarian tribes are very fond of expressing by certain colors the changes of political condition to which a nation may be subjected. Black or Kara has the meaning of dependency and servitude, while white or Ak has that of sovereignty and freedom.
Yes, the DC, look what somebody said. It comes out of DC. You can pick up any law dictionary. It comes out of DC. Y'all don't get it yet. DC, what is this? What does DC stand for? District of Columbia, right? Go walk outside your districts. They put it right in front of your face, but again, we so emotional with the white supremacist conversation and don't understand what the United States is. So let me explain this to y'all. When I was in Morocco, this is United States. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give you what the United States is. Okay? And please smash that like button. Please, people, hit that support button, because I don't get super chats and I don't get supported that way. This, I'm telling you. So please stop it. I'm telling you, because I can get real nasty with this, B. I'm giving you enough so you can actually save yourself. And I believe this. No, I know that this is my duty to do this, because it's hard, B. And I sit back like somebody, I told you, somebody sent me this 19 keys thing in Chicago. I'm like, what the hell is this? What is it? What is he talking about? Let's have real conversations. This was in Morocco. Bear with me. Now, remember what I said about the 13 colonies. This is on the wall in Morocco. It did not say America. It says, we the Congress of the 13 United States of North America. Of North America. It's totally different. This is in 1780. You have to study history, people. This is on the wall. I just showed you. This is in Morocco, the first nation to recognize United States. Why are you should ask your black scholars, why are you ignoring this? I just told you what the United States was. You want me to show you again? In some civics? Is anybody confused? Let me know. If you're confused about something. If y'all confused, let me know. I explained it to you like I'm talking to my daughter, a 6-year-old. So if you go back and you find this again, this was the United States right there. That's it. But y'all don't want this conversation. And black scholars or black people don't want the conversation. Y'all don't want it because it's going to make you be what? Responsible now. And Negroes do not want to be responsible. They want to point the finger at somebody else. They want to point fingers and say the white man did it or the white supremacists. I don't deal with white supremacy. That's a theory. It's not a fact. It's not a fact. I'm tired of getting on here every day for 2 hours and just give y'all this, man. And it's getting tired now. I really am. So this is also on the wall in Morocco. Let me show you another one with the treaties. This is all in Morocco. And I'm not going to show all of it, but I'm going to show part of it. This is how it starts out. As soon as you walk inside the old U.S. Embassy, it's a timeline. It's a whole timeline. There it is right there. 1786. Morocco, United States signs the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. The longest unbroken treaty relationship in history. Did y'all know that? That's in Morocco. If you confused about something, come on the feed and I will explain it to you like I'm talking to my 6-year-old daughter. Anybody else on this feed confused? Are you confused, my brother? Annalie, I can't even pronounce your name. Anybody's confused?
No, I'm tracking. Yeah, bro. Hop on the feed if you're confused. Ask your question.
Hit the link.
All right, simple as that. We all trying to get to the conclusion, and he not confusing nobody. He making it clear as day.
But this is the thing, bro.
We've been so confused by this idea. It's like I'm sitting here thinking, why would a person benefit from not having this conversation about nationality? And it only supports they efforts. They like, if we keep people ignorant, then we can just continue to push the narrative that's paying us.
Read what he said, and Frantz Fanon said, when you can control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. A dangerous man is an unpredictable person is dangerous. I'm gonna repeat this again. Black people on social media are very predictable. They are. An unpredictable person is a dangerous person. They are predictable. This is why they keep doing it. This is why I asked them to come on and be confused. Now I'm opening up the line. I ain't gonna call him a tether or a coon, but I do understand Carter G. Woodson.
Now, real talk, genuinely, do you believe that these people, these influencers for the black community, do you think they're doing it intentionally, or are they just ignorant themselves?
I don't know. I would like to ask them. I don't know.
Real talk.
I'm being 100. I don't know. Only way I know is to be in the room with them. And this is why they don't want me to be in a room with them. I don't know, bro. I can't speak. I mean, maybe somebody that's on the feed can answer that. White supremacy is a theory. It's not a fact. White supremacy. I'm going to ask anybody on TikTok, do you feel inferior to anybody? Anybody on this social media, do you feel inferior? Anybody?
I'm not going to say that I feel inferior because I have the same level of intellect or the same ability and act and to you know conduct myself in a manner of intellect. But I would say that the opportunity to access resources kind of gives a sense of helplessness at times.
Can I tell you why, brother? I don't feel inferior because I know my ancestors. You follow me? Once you truly know your ancestors, right, or who they, you know, who they are and how they educated the world, you would understand it. So this is from Franz Fanon's book, but if you also read Carter G. Woodson's book, he speaks about the inferiority of the black man. He talks about the dressing like him, the speaking like him. You follow me? This is the key. I don't feel inferior to them because you can put me in the room with them. You follow me? And say, well, you're not white. Number one, who's white? Have you ever seen a white person? You want me to put my daughter in the room? She'll tell you what a white is. Think about this for 1 second. If I'm sitting in a room with you and you keep calling yourself white, I'm like, what is white? What is the definition of white? Who is white? And who's black? So the only way, go back to what we were just talking about, the education part again. This is why I said there's a difference between education and indoctrination. Education and indoctrination. Education and indoctrination. So they indoctrinated you to make you feel inferior, not knowing that your ancestors taught the world, the Moors. The Moors taught the world. So this is from Franz Fanon's book. Y'all should pick it up and read it. Oh, you don't want this conversation with me. This is the book you should pick up and read.
I think it was what's the brother name? I watched a lecture from him the other day because and you know the other guy that was on the feed earlier, I'm not sure if he's still there, but he was saying that his pops is from Jamaica. My family's from Jamaica too. And
that's America.
And he made I forget what's his name. You've done lectures with him before too.
Who, Taj?
Nah, not Taj Tariq.
Kaba?
Jose.
Oh, I got a whole video with Jose Pimenta Bay.
Yeah, I watched it was a lecture that I had watched from him one time on I'm not sure if it was Transatlantic or if it was Serious Times, but it was one of them. But he was talking about how the Maroons or Maroons are Moors too. They have Moorish backgrounds. Exactly, they all Moors. Okay.
Jose Pimenta Bay.
Yep, and that book is fire.
So imagine I have a video when I had him out here in California. We had him in Cali. So this is the thing. So our people are the ones that hide people who really can actually shed some light on really what's going on. We hide those people. And then you got to fight and fight and fight and fight. And you think it's jealousy and envy. It's none of those things, people. I have none of those things for people. I just know these conscious people. I know them. Here it is. This is the video. Here's the video we did too. Let me help you out. That's the video. You see it says Severe Baby Productions?
Yeah.
That's the video. Children of the Sun.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
he
I got it.
What was it? It was they do the Europeans, you know, they do a really good job of ensuring that people don't see the workings of the Moors neither. But they don't intentionally hide it. They just don't make it known.
Why would they?
It eliminates their power.
There you go. But they study you privately. So this brother is saying something. I'm trying to figure him out. But hopefully by the time I take this quick break, he can come on the feed. Okay. Hopefully.
And then instead of us studying ourselves, we study them when their history doesn't date back as far as ours.
Nope. This is why we don't know about
it's really a very limited study.
But this is why we don't know about this right here. at Harvard. I got this book too. Ooh, I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a minute. Please turn it up, share it out. Let's go. Let's put my banner back up here one more time. Let's share it out. I'll be back. Mute your mic.
Peace, family. Before we get started, know this. You are not black. That's a color in a crown box. You are Moors, the architects of civilization from Timbuktu to Grenada. You taught Europe how to bathe, brought light to the dark ages, and built empires the world still copies today. Let's set the record straight. Now feel this beat. And polish unapologetic. This cocaine cowboy push it through the limit. Home away from home, I'm on a different planet. It's guapped up and still roll with it. They don't understand, I speak a different language. These pimps got me feeling like I'm really famous. DJ Derek, named by Sabir Bey, who built the pyramids. So why they hate the Aboriginal, painted with a different face. Legacy lost, stolen now. Really think we were first on every continent. Read the scrolls. So why you cherish paper more than gold? Kushite bloodline, Berber flame. Before the names changed, we ran the game. From Holly Wealth to Alhambra stones, we taught king's math, brought science home. The first man on the planet was a Moor. The first to teach arithmetic was a Moor. The first college ever built by a Moor. Your legacy was stolen. You the Moor. Say it loud. You the Moor. Say it proud. You the Moor. Don't get erased by the system no more. Stand tall, king. You the Moor. Before Oxford, before Yellow Rome, Moors had universities made of stone. Timbuktu had libraries deep, where they read stars and dreams and they sleep. Grenada lights, fountains in the air, architecture so cold, man, nothing could compare. Europe wasn't filth, but we cleaned them up. Taught hygiene, food science, brewed them cups. We navigated seas, mapped out stars with compasses while they was fearing Mars. We translated Aristotle, preserved old scrolls. They call it Renaissance, but it came from our soul.
Why we not talking about that right here? Why we not talking about
Don't
this
believe me. Look at the coats of arms, dark faces and gold. Yeah, we caused alarm. Sultan seal, Moorish shield. Check the flags. That truth been revealed. Why they changed the names? Why erase the past? Why call you slave when you taught the class? Your feds got banned. Your name got flipped. Your language stripped. Your women whipped. But we still rise like Moorish ties. You can't bury truth, it's alive in our eyes. The first man on the planet was a Moor. Let him know.
See that book right there, bro?
Was a Moor. Like the first college ever built by a Moor. Check out the stone. Claim it back, say it loud. Say it proud. You the Moor. From Saginaw to Senegal. You the Moor. Stand tall, king. You the Moor. They branded you black to disconnect you from your birthright. But history can't be hidden forever. The Moors didn't just ride horses and wear turbans. They built empires, navigated oceans, ruled courts, and taught peace and science to the world. So next time they ask who you are, tell them, you the Moor. Roll with.
And nobody can tell you that's not who you are. So this is the book right here, Ebony and Ivory. Universities were subsidized by slavery. And let me explain to y'all one more time about what I'm saying. I got to put these books up in order to the amusement park. So there's a lot of books I got to put up soon. So please show your love, show your support by going here. And I'm open for any lectures, whatever it is, baby. I'm open. I'm game. So let me show you the ignorance of people. Somebody need to talk with her or have her talk to me about Arabs and slavery. Bear with me.
As someone who's a descendant of the transatlantic slave trade, I want to talk about the East African slave trade. I feel like we learn about the transatlantic slave trade as like the pinnacle of slavery, the pinnacle of racism, the pinnacle of atrocities committed by Europeans. And when you learn about the East African slave trade, you're like, holy shit. Because first of all, the East African slave trade was started by the Arabs, and they were here eons before the Europeans got over to West Africa. You just realize that they had Africa surrounded on all sides, like West Africa, North Africa. The Arabs are the reason that North Africa is Muslim and Arabs. Literally, that's the reason. Then you've got East Africa, and then you've got Southern Africa, which was like up into modern times talking apartheid. It makes me wonder, like, when does Africa get to catch a break? And it makes me think about the construct of modernization and globalization within a continent who has never been allowed to develop and exist on its own.
You know why? Because you've been taught lies. So what Arabs were they talking about? What Arabs is she talking about? What Arabs is she talking about? Was she talking about these Arabs? The Arabs of Sudan? What Arabs is she referring to? Hold on, let me hold up. What Arabs is she talking about? These Arabs? These Arabs?
TV Arabs.
Oh, she talking about these Arabs. Which ones? Which one? You see how we confused? Which one are we talking about? Somebody better help me. Let me help y'all out. Which Arabs are we referring to? Hold up. So if the Arabs, right, if you was a real researcher and not emotional, you would actually find out the Arabs of Andalus, which is Spain, right here. If you did some reading, there were also Arabs of Andalus in the southern part of Spain. How many people was in Spain and spent time there? I mean, I know y'all probably go to Barcelona, but I've been in this. I stayed there for months. The Arabs of Andalus was the first to be enslaved and taken to America after the defeat in 1492, before the Europeans began to capture people from different parts of the area called Africa. Damn, y'all don't want this type of information. You see why they don't want this type of conversation? Because what happens, you're going to have to be held responsible. Let me show you some more. So if we did our due diligence, right? If we really did our due diligence, you would find out that we had our hand in slavery. No, we didn't, Sabir. Go get Cobb and them. Let's have this conversation. Hold up. You think I'm playing? Watch this. If anybody's confused, hit that link. You got to go back before 1492. This is before the Atlantic slave trade, y'all. How many people know about Sandy Adakita? The only thing you probably know about him is the Lion King. He was the Lion King. Look up the Manding Charter, 1236. Oh my God, brother, you exposing too much to these black people, homie. Go look up the Manding Charter. So before the Atlantic slave trade, this is way before that. So let me give y'all a hint on how this works. Okay, y'all ready? Let's go over here for a minute. Y'all can take notes. Hunger is not a good thing. Slavery is not a good thing either. Look at this. Look at it, goes all the way down. It tells you the war should never destroy villages to capture what? Slaves, right? So if your black scholars like Smalls and Cabas and all these great black people, if they was honest with themselves and say, let's call Sabir, let's talk about this for a minute. They don't want it. They want to say, oh yeah, we bought each other just to take us out of slavery. No, Negro. If I'm watching a group of people, right? If I'm watching a group of people, right? I'm studying you. This is how our neighborhoods got gentrified. They study you. They watch you. Okay. That's why they got dudes like Armstrong Williams and those Negroes like that would sell y'all down the tube, nigga. Armstrong Williams, that's the educated Negro, right? Because we're not being honest with ourselves. That's why they got to say we got to keep Sabir over here. So we had our hand in slavery. There it is right there. Do your research. Oh, you want the proof? Oh, let me help you out. Sandy Kuma Malenke or the Manding Charter. It's called the Manding World. Oh, it's by Africans too. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. We don't. It's too much like right. So we have to be responsible for what we do. But the problem is black folks don't want to be responsible and want to keep playing this blame game as if it was them. Okay? If you got some proof, I just showed you who the Arabs are. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You're doing a whole lot of typing with no proof. I want to know where's it at. So if you want to take it there, we can go all the way there. You ready? Or we can go there too. We can definitely go there.
So how could the United States? So the 14th Amendment is unlawful.
It is unlawful, but people keep telling you it was ratified.
Yeah,
No, it
it's
wasn't.
like how can they put in an amendment when the history says otherwise?
Because people listen, brother. They say the cheapest thing you can buy is a nigga and a stick of gum. You can buy off anybody, bro. You can buy off anybody, and that's why they know who to go to. There's a chapter in the Art of War that says go to the people that's weak. Basically, like, okay, it says entice them with gifts. Read the Art of War. It's in here. Entice them. Everybody want to be fake famous. That's why Negroes are running around here paying for blue checks.
So yeah, Amchal, what's his name? Mayor Amchal Rothschild said, "If I can control the nation's wealth, I care not who makes its laws."
There you go. Repeat that one more time. What Rothschild said.
Yeah. If I can control the nation's wealth, I care not who makes its laws.
Damn. Ain't that kind of crazy? Y'all don't get it yet? Yeah, they said a nigga and a stick of gum. That's the reality, right? But people, this is the key about black conscious people. They don't want. I can't even call them conscious because you're not conscious. You're not. So when you see people like me go over to places like this is Portugal. I want you to see what's in my hand, brother. Bear with me. You see that says Central Cocho Cabo Verde. Y'all can look that place up. Look it up and tell me where you see me standing at. That's in Portugal. I was in there talking to the elders that was in there and the people that was inside this place in Portugal. Because where did they say the slaves went to? Where did they was getting them from? Portugal, right? Bringing them to the United States. They had to pass through Cape Verde, which is called Cabo Verde. Over here in the States, you say Cape Verde, but it's called Cabo Verde, right? But look what's in my hand. I'm gonna show you what's in my hand. And if you read this one too, you will understand Portuguese in West Africa. So once you start understanding that they saw us fighting one another, and when they saw us fighting one another, they said, you know what? We can get this one. Let's arm this one over here to fight against this one over here. It's a game. It's a game.
Divide and conquer. Yeah, divide and conquer.
That's the biggest thing. So what happens? This is why you don't hear about me in the room with the 19 keys or the Ben X's or the Wesley Muhammad's unless I bring Wesley and them out here. You don't see me in these rooms because now anybody in the Nation of Islam, I'm gonna be real with y'all. They get backed by the Nation of Islam. That's why you have 19 keys the way he is. That's why you have Ben X the way he is. This is why you have Wesley Muhammad the way he is. Because you know why? They have to do what? Mention the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. If I'm wrong, please check me. You don't get it yet. You got to mention these things to get these people that on your side, brother. I don't do stuff like that. I don't take sides with nobody. So they have to mention these organizations or these groups to get more people involved. And again, I have no issue with these people. But I'm just trying to tell y'all to be real with it.
So wouldn't the Nation of Islam be considered a sovereign group?
No, it's not sovereign. First of all, let me explain this to y'all.
See, same thing with like the Israelites. They're not sovereign group
y'all in
neither.
Islam, y'all can come to. Let me tell you, you don't actually listen. You can have it's a thing like the United States has this thing called clip sovereignty. The Nation of Islam is not a nation, number one. That's not a nation. If you go back and read to what the brother said the nation is, what a nation is. Islam only means peace. That's all Islam means. Peace. So even to say Islam had their hand in slavery, how could a word as shalom, salam, peace, have something to do with slavery? Just think about this. Use logic and common sense for a minute. Mother freak, it's crazy, right? Don't make sense. But there are Moors too in the Nation of Islam. There are Moors. So when I went out here to California, I was at Claremont. I don't know if y'all familiar with this college out here, but I was in Claremont. You see this right here, bro? The Moors in the beginning of the Atlantic slave trade. What I just tell you? Why do you think I went to Portugal? You know, there's documents in museums over there talks about where Moors over in Portugal. But you would think somebody would want to talk to you. No, these black conscious people don't want to talk to you. I have many documents I found when I was in Portugal. Nah.
Yeah, the social media, the internet. Well, I wouldn't say so much the internet, but definitely social media definitely fucked up the integrity of the conscious community. Because
Yes, it did.
when it was underground, they wasn't really worried about like being famous. And damn, I hate to say it, but Brother Polite fucked this shit up.
A lot of them did. Listen, family, I told you. Tariq did it. Who else? Umar did it.
Yep.
Who else did it?
And
And Tariq, Umar, who else? Jay Morrison did it. Look
Young
at it.
Pharaoh.
Young Pharaoh did it. All of them. Because what it is, they let stuff go to their head. And that's what happened. I was doing it longer than all of them. Taj was doing it longer than all of them that we just mentioned. Before Umar, before Tariq, before all of them. And you notice we the only one that's still standing. We still standing. And still, no matter what, Taj is going through health issues, right? Because he's 80. He's still going. You follow me? Taj is going through mother freaking health issues, and the man is still going. And y'all don't give a fudge about us. You don't care about us, bruh. I keep trying to tell y'all.
the crazy thing is they don't bring Taj Tariq Bey on there neither. Like
Not me or Taj. You can never
yeah.
bring Taj. Your last time Taj and Kaba was in the room, right? Because Kaba is a little different. He try to romanticize things. That's what it is. He try to be on the safe side because he still has a pension he gets from being a school teacher. That's how this is, right? So the thing is that when Taj and it was in the room together, that was hell that day. Him and Kaba. Oh, that was hell. That was kind of crazy. But I want y'all to understand it's real. So when you see these cats on these feeds, like you said, brother, the internet had messed up everything. It made that's why I said I did a video. Everybody don't deserve a mic. Everybody don't. But what it is, people pay for blue checks. They have to be a part of an organization. If you notice, I told you with the Nation of Islam too. You got to say Minister Farrakhan. If you think I'm lying, just pay attention to sometimes. The most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says just pay attention to him sometimes. No, and I love the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, but I'm just telling you how it is. But if they want to sit down and have a real conversation about who we are, tell them let's set it up. I'm game.
Yeah, because in regards to sovereignty in the NOI, all you gotta do is go back to when Gaddafi tried to give the NOI money and the United States said no.
So if you sovereign, why are you going to sit up here and allow them to say no? Think about it. How are you if you sovereign, right? And you a nation, you can do what? F you, nigga. We gonna take it any goddamn way.
So does this also cover like the current state of or like the modern state of the Moorish Science Temple of America?
The Moorish Science Temple of America is a religious institution. I don't
Yeah.
know anything. I don't deal with them. They're my brothers, but that's the same thing, brothers. A 501c3. It has nothing to do with who we are. This is beyond the Moorish Science Temple of America. I am not a Moorish Science Temple member, and please, people, don't confuse me to be one. I don't sing hymns. I could have stayed in the church, even though I was in the Catholic church. We didn't sing hymns, but anyway, I could have stayed in the church and do. I don't. Somebody said, "What happened to Sarah Suit and Seti?" I don't know. Seti probably fell back. I don't know. Shout out to Seti, man. I don't know what happened to Seti. I don't know. Seti's around somewhere. I mean, I believe he's on YouTube. I believe he's still there. Big up to Sarah Suit and Seti. But you know, some of these dudes be like, "Man, I'm cool, bro. I'm good." So I don't know. I know nothing about it, but I do know these cats are still out here today because somebody sent me a video, and this is not to knock them. Somebody sent me a video of Professor Griff, Red Pill, and Black Dot, and I was like, "What are they talking about?" I was kind of lost when it was on there. I was like, I had to turn it off because I was confused. So this is the minister's son right there. That's Mustafa. That's his grandson, Elijah. This is the room I was in when I was in Chicago. For y'all that don't know, that's Mustafa, and that's his grandson in the black or in the FOI uniform. Okay, so this is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's son. That's my brother Elijah. That's Ishmael, brother Ishmael Muhammad, and that's in his room too. So Again, I don't run from nothing, bruh. Ain't a person that don't know who I am. Said he mind his own business nowadays. I'm ready to mind my own business too and let this just fall. I'm ready to do the same thing. I'm ready to mind my business. Leave it alone. So, yeah, it's a lot, man. Professor Griffin Red Pill was talking about the music industry. Really? How about they should have called me? Holla at your boy. Lyrics. We could have had a conversation on lyrics, huh? Ooh, think about it. You see how fast I can pull a book out, Marcus? You know what's funny about
Spider-Man.
you know,
Spider-Man.
you know how crazy what this book was talking about, bro? How when you listen to lyrics, it's all
Lyrics
in.
of the law.
Yo, it's so funny, right? It's court cases in here of every lyric, damn near. How they use it in court against you. Crazy, right?
Damn. Uh-huh.
I told you. This is why they don't want to talk with me. I keep trying to tell you, they don't want to talk with me because what happens
Much true.
if I did this right, just think about this. If I'm on this show and I'm in a room with Griffin on them and I'm just bam, bam, I'm gonna break everything down. Think about it. So everything that you say, they use it. My brother said, hit that like button, share, and support button. Well, I can only pray, brother. They do. So let's move forward. I'm almost done. I'm okay. I'm almost finished, people. So, hey, you know what's funny, Marcus? A brother asked me for this, right? The Africa versus America. You like dudes always say stuff to me. Well, how much is that book, Sabir? I give you the price when they email me, and then they disappear. I'll get you next week. Nigga, I'll be forgetting next week. And you get mad at me. No, if you got it, pay for it. Because on actually the Spanish version is $428. The Spanish version, it's not even available. It's $428, but I do have it, and I can email it to you. If you want to know, brother, the connection between Africa and America, this is the King of Morocco, and this is the lady. She was an heiress who passed the book off to him. And they was talking about the connection between Africa and America. Negroes are not sincere, and they're not serious about this information. I was in Spain for 2 years trying to find that book for 2 years and was willing to pay $100 and something for the Spanish version. That's how crazy I am. Straight up. So if you want it, you can email me, but you got to be sincere. Don't tell me next month, nigga, because I'll forget. Next month, nigga. Let me see if I can find it again. So I'm almost finished. You're doing a lot of typing, family. I'm glad you stayed on here, but I hope you can click the link before we go. So if you want to talk about slavery, let's talk about it. How we enslaved each other. We definitely enslaved each other. We did. This is why you don't hear none of them talk about none of these things. Watch this documentary online, The Prince Among Slaves, about Abdul Rahman. Watch it. Remember what I told you. We are selling each other, and we have been doing this for eons. Nothing's changed. The people just look different now. We had our hands in slavery. Until we admit that, it's going to keep happening and changing hands. That's all it's going to do. And really, it's the responsibility of the conscious people. Now, remember when that brother was talking about, can I play that dude one more time? For y'all that late came on my feed. Can I play this one more time? Where's that brother at? The black thing is what messed y'all up. Let's play him one more time. Let's play this brother one more again.
A lot of y'all fail to understand the difference in between black as an ethnic group and black as a race. Black Americans, we're one of the few people that use black to refer to our ethnic group, not necessarily our race. And I'll explain because that sounded kind of vague. Let me explain a little bit better. So unless you've taken your ass overseas at a certain point, been to Tunisia, Libya,
yep, I've been there,
2 or 3 weekends in Fiji, Bora Bora, it's only then that you'll understand that It is very rare for your ass to encounter an ethnic group in this world where the name of their ethnic group, as well as the name of their culture, is based on their skin tone.
Listen,
you don't see color-coded ethnic groups like that. That is a white man concept. That is a white concept. Nobody else does that. The Itoke of Fiji do not do that. The Yoruba of Nigeria do not do that. The Nuba of Sudan do not do that. The Sikhs do not do that. The what are my boys' names? I forgot my fucking, what are their names?
Correct.
The dudes with the blue rose from Tunisia. They don't do that.
Correct.
Nobody else does that until that only comes from the outsider colonizer perspective. Where we got fucked as black people, I'll say black Americans in this country, is we only say black culture, black American, black this, black that, because we don't know what else to fucking say. This also causes a little bit of confusion when we encounter other people from the Afro diaspora, case in point, Jamaicans, Panamanians, Afro-Cubano, Cubans, because a lot of the times the name for their culture is Cuban culture, Panamanian culture, Jamaican culture, Haitian culture, and race-wise, white man's concept of race, yeah, they're black, but culture-wise, ethnic group-wise, they refer to themselves as Jamaicans, Haitians, etc., etc. We don't do that. We don't have a designation. We just have the racial designation.
We black.
And even when you talk about culture, and I'm gonna say this because I feel like people think I'm just trying to divide people. No, African American culture, black culture is American culture. It is American culture. It is American culture. But also within that, it is a subset of American culture. And there are certain conversations, certain aspects of it that you might not understand unless you come from that culture. I'll keep 100 with you. There's certain shit as a black man that you won't know about other subsets of African American culture unless you come from the culture. If your ass ain't from South Carolina, you ain't gonna know about the Geechee or Gullah language. Matter of fact, I'll say that. So let me take that back. There's about 3.
Let me stop it there. The Gullah Geechees people are from West Africa. Go look it up. They're West Africans. The Gullah Geechees. Sister, you don't even have to keep explaining to him. He already know he has the opportunity to come on the feed. So I'm almost finished, y'all. So bear with me. Let me pull something up for y'all. I'm going to take y'all to Tunis for a second. That'd be North Africa for y'all to know, like he said. This is my brother, Zaid. We in Tunis right here. That's Tunisian, for y'all that don't know. North Africa. This is me eating a meal called lap labi. The meal is called lap labi. It's a spicy meat, dish with bread. But when I tell you this, they eat it in the wintertime, brother. It's called lap labi. Right? This is my brother Zaid. His brother was the one that started the Arab Spring. His brother. He's sitting and telling me, you can look it up. Zach, look up his brother who sparked the Arab Spring. His name is Zaid. When I was there, I gave him a picture. If y'all see the painting right there of the Moorish chief, he hung that up in his house. We sitting in this like a mom and pop like dugout spot in Tunisia, which is North Africa. And I'm telling him about the Moorish chief and and he's telling me about the meal. His meal is gone. If you look at it, he used to it. You see, I still got mine. Nigga, it was spicy when I tell you, Marcus, that joint was spicy, bro. So
hot like hot fire.
What? Man, spicy than the mug, bro. And I gave him
It
a picture.
makes sense why they eat it in the winter.
Exactly. Right? So if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have spices. This is me. This is what I eat when I'm overseas. That's Tunisian mint tea. That's my fez sitting there. And this is the spaghetti because I don't eat meat. This is my meal.
With the mukadima.
With the mukadima, motherfucker, hey, nigga, what's the mukadima? Ask your boy Boyce Watkins about the mukadima. Since y'all keep talking about economics.
What's that?
What is the mukadima? Okay, this is the mukadima. You can look up. Do me a favor, my brother. Look up. What's his name? What's the dude that owned Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg reading this book. Mark, look it up, brother. I swear, look it up and tell me what you see.
And Ronald Reagan.
Yep, Ronald Reagan.
Ronald, why aren't we being taught this? Because y'all being taught that you have nothing to do with this. Come on, let me know. Mukadima. and Zuckerberg or Mukaddima and Ronald Reagan. Watch what you see. This is where I'm at educating my people. But y'all want to talk about economics, right? This is Ibn Khaldun also. This is Ibn Khaldun also. He was African. But why are these Europeans studying him? They have to separate you from them. They ain't gonna do it, you brother. And Ibn only means son. Let me know if you when you find it, bro. Anybody can look it up. If y'all find it, let me know. And then read it to me.
It says Ronald Reagan in his news conference yesterday at the time cited 14th century Islamic scholar as an early exponent of the supply side economic theory on which his administration bases many of its policies.
What? Reagan, the president of the United States? Stop playing. Find Zuckerberg now. There go Ibn Khaldun right there. See, when you don't go to these places, you would never know. But yet, you know so much. They keep you away from these places and tell you to go to Ghana. Go to Ghana, brother. Just go over there and buy dashiki. That's Ibn Khaldun right there. Let me find another one with Ibn out there. Okay. So what you see me, I'm gonna show you something else. This right here, that's in Tunis. That's Tunisian flag.
Hey, peace, brother. Y'all have a good one.
You find
Peace,
it?
peace.
You find it? Did you find it? Zuckerberg? So, bear with me 1 second. You find Zuckerberg? So let me show you something else. This is what you see me wait, and it's not made in China. I bought this in Tunis. This is called Berber. The buttons like this is Berber. This is Berber gear. Berber, not made in China. That's what you see I have on. No China tag at all. Okay? Know your history, B. Know your history. And everybody tries to look and dress like us, B. And what I'll have on the back of me is what they wore in Star Wars. That's in Tunis. But y'all don't want to have this type of conversation because what happens is open up a floodgate. A floodgate. So obviously I still ain't had the same stuff on. So I was there, had to be there for a minute. So if you look at everything, this is the Carthaginian ruins. That's in Carthage. So I've been to a lot of these places, B, and I can talk about all these things. But again, the conscious people don't want to have this conversation because if you have me in the room, it's going to open up a floodgate. It's going to definitely open up a floodgate if you got me in the room. So let me show you something before we go. So any topic coming from history or law, we can talk about it. This is in Turkey. This is in Istanbul, Turkey. Everywhere I went, I rep the Moors. That's the blue mosque behind me. Istanbul, Turkey. So imagine if we really had real conversations about who the Moors are. Think about it. But again, we don't want this conversation. We don't. First, just like we don't. So again, people, I'm only throwing these things out here to y'all. It's up to y'all to take it, run with it, do what you got to do with it. Okay? If you want anything pertaining to the Moors, that's all you got to do is reach out to me, family. This is a book y'all should get. I have this book also. I found this in Morocco, the land of the Moors. It's a book that you should get if you need it. I have one. This is all in Morocco. This is where your president, Barack Obama, was at. This is called The Country of the Moors. Okay. All right. Here it is. All right. If you had anybody on this feed had the opportunity to come to the feed and show me that you were black, you all had the opportunity. So reniggas, renege. And that's what reniggas do. Renege. Okay. So here's your president in that same room. This is why I said it's the haves and the have-nots. That's Barack Obama sitting with the king of Morocco. So if y'all really want to have a conversation with me, feel free, holla at your boy. My email is right there, bright yellow. Okay, so I think I'm done. Another book that you should get that I do have is The Oldest University in the World. And you can probably Google this yourself. The Oldest University in the World is by a woman named Fatima. I was at the university. 42 pages. The Oldest University is by Fatima Fera. So, Jarrell, what'd you think? I should do a class. I don't even know. I might do it tomorrow after I go out with my daughter. I don't even know. But I might start doing stuff on Zoom because paying for Zoom, StreamYard, man, because paying for StreamYard and Zoom is starting to cost me too much, brother. So I think I'm going to do it. I don't know.
Okay, for sure, for sure.
I don't know.
But sign up for the classes, man. I'm telling you.
They better get my old classes too. I keep trying to tell you because I don't, I get this. Okay. Thank you, brother. I'm glad. I hope you learned something because you've been on this feed for like crazy 2 hours. I don't know who's staying on the feed that they don't like for 2 hours. You cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, bro. So go get that unit. Go get that book, y'all. My email is right there. But listen, I do got to go take my daughter out. I appreciate everybody. And for the one person, shout out to my brother, Bush Kid, that just donated, the only person. But I thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. But if you would like to, go to the yellow. And I'm open for the dialogue. But remind yourself, people. Gotta go. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to run through some books. Remind yourself. Put yourself back together.
Sit back, relax, and reacquaint yourself. Get back to that original, primitive, savage, naked self. Brace yourself, recreate yourself, make yourself. For too long you've been taught to hate yourself. Man, don't forsake yourself, reawake yourself. Take yourself much higher. History's not our story, man, the devil is a liar. Listen to nothing the outside world says about you. The world is made to reroute you, distract you, and then doubt you. Most these rappers about the world, KRS is about you. So remember what I taught you about how to in and the out do. Go inside your inner city, quickly going in you. Have an interview with that energy that's within you. Ask yourself, why you? Why now? Why here? Then it becomes quite clear you are divine. You should not fear. Bills, you should not fear. Thrills, you should not stare. Focus your attention on G-O-D, which is right here. Remind yourself. Put yourself back together. Reconnect.
Reconnect yourself, baby.
Listen, No one's ever gonna tell you that you are divine, cause they ain't reached that line, and all this time they still are blind. They tell you get in line, follow them and look for signs. Man, that's baby milk. Here's the raw meat, yo, it's cooking time. It's the way in which you look at brain and look at mine. You thinking they the same, but if you look again, you'll find the whole design of nature's really from a gifted mind, a divine mind, outside what we call space and time. This divine mind is what creates brains, hearts, and livers. This divine mind produces butterflies from caterpillars and everything that quivers. Brains don't make brains, the process of birth does. I'm telling you, life.
The album's called Street Light by KRS-One. It's called Remind Yourself. Remind Yourself by KRS-One.
Game with its own mind, its own name, and its own aim. It's simple and plain. Divine mind produces all brains. You are a divine mind first, which then produces your brain. Divine intelligence or God, that's from which you came. Remember yourself.
Remember yourself, baby.
Put yourself back together.
Only on Sabir Show, baby.
Remind yourself.
Share it out.
The word Christ is an African word, K-R-S-T. When the Greeks later on took that up and the Romans they call Christus, it is first appears in African Christ. The concept of the Christ, the eighth form, the seven stages are forms of man, which then becomes the supreme divine form, the Christ. Hence you have Christianity before Christ. The idea, the concepts, even the words, even the images, the virgin birth, the three kings, those are Egyptian ideas. Those were the three great stars in the firmament, the three kings. They then became the three powers on earth that came to worship the divine form. It's all there. It's on the temples of Luxor before the birth of Jesus.
Yo, holla at your boy. Email me. I gotta go, y'all. It was real. Peace and blessings.
Joe, peace.
Peace.